that are live streaming various kinds of crimes, ranging from school fights to child exploitation to murder.
Well, it's been a big topic. The recent Facebook video of a Cleveland murder, just the latest disturbing post that we've seen online. Now, seeing these things, upsetting for all of us, but what about children and teens who really don't have, sometimes the ability to process this in the most healthy way? So how should we be talking to our kids about what they see and what they're kind of posting themselves online? Well, youth empowerment specialist Darwin Kenny joins us now this morning with some helpful answers and maybe ways to prevent people from getting involved with harmful content. I mean, the best advice is to always know what the kids are seeing and doing online, but realistically, Darwin, that can't always happen.
Yeah, well, it does. And what we need to do, first of all, starts with us as our parents. We need to start monitoring really our children's Facebook, things such as that, and electronic devices, having like weekly monitoring processes. Because we have to understand, we have people that are dealing with mental illness. And the worst thing about mental illness is untreated mental illness. And so that's where the repercussions of these symptoms that we're dealing with now comes from.
Okay, so trying your best to know what they're doing, maybe limit the hours that they are online, but what are some of the other things that you sort of advise parents to think about when they're trying to tackle this really tough subject?
Well, it's a tough subject. I advise parents to do this. We have to understand these type of things happen right under our noses. I tell a lot of parents in our schools and places that I do sessions and seminars from to, don't get caught in this aspect of not knowing what's going on under your roof. We speak a lot about our children's devices. We think about a lot about children's rooms and homes. We have to be inside their rooms and their homes and their devices so we won't be misled about the things that they're absorbing. Because remember, there are predators out there that was using these devices to, of course, seep into our children's lives.
And you made a good point. I mean, we're dealing with mental illness for among the people that are on the other side of the internet here,
Yes.
and it's so insidious. You're not automatically going to know it here. So, what are some other ways to sort of combat that which you do not know?
Well, there are, most of our devices, they have the safety features on it. And I've always urged parents to kind of
Figure that out, right?
Yeah, figure out your safety, because now you know. And like I said, the most important thing is maybe weekly or bi-weekly or sometimes even monthly to sit down and just go through your devices with your children, with them sitting there, and then educating them in the process of why you're doing it. And so those are some of the things that are important that we fail to neglect to do sometimes, and then repercussion of, again, untreated mental illness, which people are using these devices to, again, like I said, get into our children's lives. So
when you are sitting down with folks, maybe a seminar or more personal conversations here, I know a lot of it probably focuses on the technology.
Okay.
But there's so much that also happens with the parenting, doesn't it?
Right.
I mean, it's about the connection that we make with our kids.
Without a doubt. I do a lot of work with an organization called iRock2.org, and what we do is, and they mostly focus on the electronic devices and things like that. But yes, what we've learned to do now is really to start asking questions. We're learning to, I'll give you the perfect example. You remember years ago Columbine, and I said this in another segment before, the parents did not really know that these children had all this stuff, ammunition in their room. And this is something we should know. How do we not know? So we have to do daily checks, weekly checks, bi-weekly checks. We're looking at our children's cars, under the beds, in their rooms. Again, speaking about their devices and things like that. Then we won't be blindsided. Because I tell you what, those predators out there, I mean, we're in the internet world. In high school, I'm 52 years old, so I can't imagine having a cell phone in high school. I don't know if you're the same thing too.
Yeah,
so
no, it is a different world.
It's a whole different world. So yes, we have to be very, very.
We've got to figure out ways to focus on it together. Darwin,
without
thank you
a
very
doubt.
much. Appreciate it. To learn more about empowering